Hello, students, and welcome to the final exam week. Congratulations, you made it here to the end of the semester. We just have a little bit more to do. Keep in mind, too, that the final exam week is a shortened week. For your traditional classes, of course, the exam dates are set by a calendar. For your online classes, your instructors decide the due date. So please make sure you pay attention to those details in the calendar. So what I have up here are your final exam guidelines and questions. You have two reflective questions that are due through the Blackboard link. Okay, so I just want to talk about a couple of tips to help you out to make sure you're getting the most amount of points possible for the final exam. So as you see at the very top, there are guidelines about what you need to do, and then you see the two questions. So please make sure you read over all of that in detail. And in fact, we are actually going to read at least the guidelines. What I notice is that sometimes students just jump in, they see the questions, they jump in and they start writing, and you're going to miss some points if you don't follow my direction. So let's go ahead up to the guidelines. It says answer the following two questions, okay? Some students only submit one to me, so you're already missing half of the points if you submit one question. So you need to do both. It's not an either or kind of deal. The answers must be single spaced, so no double spacing or 1.5 spaces or anything like that, just single space, so it just looks like it's all running into each other. You need 12-point Times New Roman font, so no 14-point Arial, okay, and 1-inch margins. That means an inch on the top, the bottom, the right, and the left. Each of your answers, so question 1 needs to be half a page, question 2 needs to be half a page, at least half a page, I should say. Again, it's in the single spacing. And if you want to have more than half a page for each answer, of course, that's totally fine. All right. When you are finished, make sure you proofread your answers, make sure it's proper grammar, spelling, and punctuation. If you need some help, go visit the CLE, the Centers for Learning Excellence, and keep in mind that each question is worth 100 points each question's worth 50 points, resulting for 100 total points possible for the exam. So you can read questions 1 and 2. Make sure you addressed all elements of the question. And I also want to show you what the final products should look like. So I've given you this as an attachment. And so you can see when you submit it to me, this is how it should look. All right, let's look over it. Okay, first things first. I don't need your name, our course name, the date. I don't need any kind of headers. All I want is question. You can type out Q1 or question 1 and you just start typing. The same thing with question number 2. Another thing that you'll notice, of course, is we've got 12-point Times New Roman font. We've got single spacing going on, and even between question 1 and question 2, there's just one single blank space. You don't need to make a whole paragraph space in between, okay? That ensures that you're doing a half a page for each question. There are 1-inch margins at the top, the sides, and the bottom, if right here at the bottom. And I just start typing my answer, okay? So we're not really trying to do headers and names and extraneous information in between. Now, you'll notice that these are not actually answers to the questions. I've just kind of done a tongue-in-cheek kind of funny thing about following the directions, all right? Make sure that you provide examples and explanations for whatever it is that you tell me about. And otherwise, good luck on your final. Please make sure you submit it by the due date. I look forward to reading your reflective posts.